And now the world, this country is starting to see all of those backroom conversations we have that sometimes put off as you're complaining and it's not that bad and we've come a long ways. Well, it's easy to say those type of things when you're not in that situation. I grew up in South Baton Rouge, Louisiana. I have met some of the best people I've known, white, black, Hispanic, in my own city and state. And I live in Texas, where it's a Hispanic population and white people that have helped me get to where I am. So this is not about good people. This is about the people that are complicit in dismissing the fact that this has been the black experience in the United States of America for a tremendous amount of time. My mom used to be afraid because of my size and my blackness that I would be mistreated in this country. I had to be raised to understand you better not raise your voice in certain situations. You better just comply and don't move and be careful every step you make in this country, in the country that I love and have benefited off of some of the systems that have been given to however you want to define it. My frustration lies in this is when I hear people say, well, what about Chicago? We don't condone Chicago. What about black on black crime, which is the biggest misnomer? We don't condone that, but we damn sure don't condone police officers who is there to protect and serve taking our lives. That is the experience. This is the cry. This is the thing that we've been saying for years. And I know we've seen it and went through the depictions. This is not the first time. It took them almost 2 months in Georgia to arrest men that followed a black man down the street and took his life. We saw George Zimmerman get off after a phone call to the police to come take care of the situation. This is the anger and the frustration that's coming out now. And I go back to what I was originally saying. When we watch George Floyd be choked out, and I don't care what it is about underlying conditions and all of that, this spirit broke in this country. It broke. It broke me because my 11-year-old son
It's okay, Marcus. Take a moment. Do you need a minute? Do you need a moment?
Yeah.
Okay, take a moment,
No,
Marcus.
I got it, G.
Okay.
My son had to ask me, why didn't he get off of him? Stephen A is a guy that has mentored me. G, you a guy that has mentored me. And everything that I've done in my life culminated to me having my children and trying to give them a better situation. When we're black and we're athletes, to the man, the fight is to get your family in a better situation because something about the system in this country has told us that if you make it and you make a certain amount of money and you accept it in these circles where we know we would normally have an opportunity to be in because of our talent, that's what we strive for. And I apologize for this, but this is a heart condition, man. When we're asking for help and when we're asking white people to understand, we need you to be against this, not to tell us, not to ease and soothe by having conversations. We need you to be against this, anti. And I'll tell you one thing that I've been so enamored with. I went to my niece's graduation yesterday. She graduated from high school. And the one thing about watching these protests is I see all colors, ages, creeds, people that are for good and for right. And maybe this is the breaking moment. I've had conversations with some of my former teammates and my close friends. This is a part of our Emmett Till moment when his mother wanted people to see what they did to her son. So with all of that being said, this is the time where America is in a situation where it's calling good people and their character to the forefront. And it's not enough anymore for non-black people, white people in this country to not only know it's wrong, we need you to say it's wrong. And sometimes that means family members may be mad at you and you may not be able to go into the circles that you continue to go in. And that's not painting a picture of you. And that's not blaming white people. The point of us saying that is we need your help if this is going to become a situation that's better in this country. And I have a sister that's in law enforcement. I have a sister that I called and said, what about something else? What about doing another job? And my sister Deidre Spears told me, if I'm not in here, if I don't have an opportunity to be in this arena, then nothing will ever change. And that's what she's trying to do. And she didn't want me to say that because she don't want me to promote her. But the bottom line is, it's just like in sports. It's just like in any other arena, Fortune 500 company, corporate America. In order to understand, you got to have somebody there that's going through it. So that's all I got, G.